Self-discipline at work. Do you feel how ineptly time passes and sincerely strive to do more? This requires only two things: organization and self-discipline. There are a number of rules that will help you achieve what you want. 1. Define your goal exactly. Without knowing for sure what we are striving for, it is very difficult to start. Determine the final destination. This will help you reach it much faster. Awareness of the ultimate goal is a decisive condition for saving time. 2. Highlight the main thing and focus on it. List the most urgent things on a piece of paper in order of importance. Take on task number 1 and stick with it until you're done. Then do the same with case number 2, then with number 3, etc. The next day, again focus on the most important thing. 3. Give yourself incentives and rewards. Psychologists believe that what you like to do is better done. It is possible to turn your classes from a need into a want only by self-stimulation and self-encouragement. These may include trips out of town, meeting friends after work is over, visiting theaters, museums, exhibitions, etc. Your productivity will increase almost automatically. 4. Set firm deadlines. One way to commit yourself is to set a specific date to complete the task. But remember that the deadlines must be realistic. Otherwise you will not be able to fulfill your obligations. You will cool down and abandon the case itself. Be sure to stick to your target date. Do not relax and do not reassure yourself with the reasoning that you will not be able to complete the work on time, that it can be extended. On the contrary, be adamant, as you would be adamant to that subordinate who promised to do something by a certain day and did not. In this case, you can come up with some kind of punishment for yourself. Deprive yourself of this or that pleasure. For example, deny yourself watching your favorite TV show. 5. Be decisive. Don't put things off from day to day. They say success depends on doing the right thing 51% of the time. Therefore, having certain chances, decide and act. And if you have done something, then do not waste time praising your decision. Move on. 7. Don't get bogged down in phone conversations. The telephone is a modern means of saving time, especially when it is necessary to clarify a misunderstanding, give instructions or arrange a meeting. But often there is a temptation to just chat on the phone. Beware of this by deciding in advance what you are going to talk about and with whom. Keep the conversation on a business level. 8. Get a notebook, a weekly journal. You can't remember everything. Do not overload your memory. Write down all upcoming affairs, bright thoughts, phone numbers, etc. It is advisable to leave notes for yourself on a desk, by a mirror, behind a car sun visor, etc. They will help you to always be ready for everything small things. 9. Take care of your surroundings. Talkative friends and coworkers can thwart your best intentions of meeting deadlines. Tactfully let them know that you are in time trouble. If there are a lot of people going to your office, try arranging your workspace so that you sit facing the wall. You can reschedule your lunch break and stay to work when your comrades leave for lunch. 10. Learn to listen. If you strive to receive comprehensive instructions and information the first time, you can avoid serious mistakes, repetitions and rework. Before you do anything, pay attention to the briefing, specify where, when, how, what, why. If anything remains unclear, ask right away. 11. Avoid template work. Many of us fall prey to a molded, inflexible mindset. Always working in a certain way, we sometimes think that this is the best possible way. But any work can be improved, you just have to think a little. If you're doing things in one order now, try a different order. Maybe it will be faster. Think about whether to transfer to others some of the simplest functions that do not require special skills. Is it possible to use a computer to save time? Shouldn't we be wondering how others save time? 12. Don't overlook the little things. You can prevent sudden minor problems when you always have on hand a sufficient supply of items that are most often used in your work, in your life, be it some kind of spare parts or office supplies. 13. Get down to business right away. Some people take a long time to tidy their desks, look through the latest press, fix all the pencils, have a cup of coffee, and then wonder where the time has gone before they get to work. 14. Make full use of your time. Each of us has the opportunity to increase our productive time, to use it more fully. This means that the time of forced idleness, riding in transport, waiting in line, etc., can be occupied with such things as mentally planning your tomorrow or upcoming day, thinking about tasks to be solved, looking through notes that will be useful in future work. 15. Keep track of what you spend your free time on. If playing volleyball or fishing with friends helps you relax and freshen up, great. But don't indulge in such pursuits just because your friends and workmates do. We can save hours by being a little more selective about the movies and TV shows we watch, the books and magazines we read. 16. Learn to switch. Almost never, our organism does not turn off immediately. As a rule, only certain muscle groups get tired. By switching to other activities, you can overcome the feeling of fatigue and get more done. And I.M. Sessionov experimentally proved this in his time. So, if you've been working sitting for several hours and are starting to get tired, switch to work that needs to be done standing or where you need to move. If you're on your feet all day, take up a sedentary job. Such a change will give you the opportunity to feel more cheerful. 17. Start early. Getting up in the morning just 15 to 20 minutes earlier than usual, you will set the tone for the whole day. You will not be too nervous, being afraid to be late. You will be able to remember a lot of what you have to do today, etc. 18. Cultivate respect for your time. Try to mentally evaluate your time and you will begin to relate to it in a new way. Remember, time is irreplaceable. Take these rules seriously. And then time will become your ally, not your enemy.